It's been 30 years since Whitney Houston sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl, and the legacy of that performance lives on still. While Houston was singing on the field, what you heard on TV was a track recorded weeks ahead of time. It was produced by her longtime musical director, Whitney. His career spans more than 40 years, and he's worked with some of music's biggest names, including Gladys Knight, Aretha Franklin, Elton John, and Beyonce. But Whitney's national anthem remains a highlight for him. He spoke with us from the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles about the power of that performance 3 decades later. The year was 1991. The Gulf War had just begun, and 27-year-old Whitney Houston, who'd already had 8 #1 singles, was dominating the charts. Houston's musical director, Whitney, produced the arrangement.
I went to the school of Whitney. I mean, everything that I've done since then has been with my doctor's degree from the University of Whitney.
She took her inspiration from Marvin Gaye.
The first thing she said was that, have you heard Marvin Gaye do the national anthem for the NBA All-Star game? She said, it's something about it that I feel like it would give me more time to really express these words and let them linger a little longer. So instead of, oh, say, can you see, it was, oh, say, can you see, to read.
Minor took the version to the Florida Orchestra, which was tapped to accompany Houston at the game. They took notice of the tempo change right away.
Everybody was a little taken aback, a little like, what is this? It's so different.
It was Mary Corbett's second year with the orchestra as a violinist.
We play it before every concert, so we just have it memorized. So when we played this new arrangement, everybody was sort of like, ooh, what's this?
Houston later recorded the vocals in L.A., minutes after hearing the accompaniment for the first time.
She listened, nodding her head, and then after hearing it one time, she said, okay, I got it.
Just once?
One time.
The Star-Spangled Banner is not an easy song to sing.
The range of it is really tricky because it starts low, but it ends up high. Oh, say, and the next thing, your Rocket's Red Glare. A few singers where they didn't get it quite in the right place, and that Rocket's Red Glare sounded like a rooster crowing. I mean.
But the NFL was concerned about Houston's version.
I think that they just thought it was too different to do the Super Bowl. We're at war. People will hear this and say, that's not my national anthem.
Operation Desert Storm had just begun in the Middle East. NFL executives asked Whitney's manager, her father, John Houston, to get her to change the performance. But Minor pushed back.
I said to John Houston, either I'm doing this or you have to call Whitney and say that you're going to pull me off of it. Because this is what I believe is the best representation that will give her wings to fly.
Is the gold standard for me. I think her version just was everything and more.
Don't forget to come and pick up your
R&B singer Jasmine Sullivan has the job this year of performing the national anthem with country star Eric Church, the first Super Bowl duet in 15 years.
The pressure is definitely on, but I love Whitney. Hopefully her spirit will be over everything that happens.
And Corbett, who saw it all unfold from just feet away, says Whitney's version is the definitive version.
It was a time of really feeling just so proud to be an American. You can see me just beaming ear to ear. It was the most exciting performance of my entire career. Definitely.
She always said that was one of the most special moments in her life. It really changed the tone of the national anthem and the meaning behind it.
When you hear that performance now, how do you feel?
Every molecule in my body is tingling and filled with gratitude, with emotion. She's my sister, and I miss her every day.
miss her, you know.
Still goosebumps, though, Anthony. I love you telling the backstory, all the stuff we didn't know.
Isn't it fascinating? And, you know, the funny thing is, in the end, that they released that as a single. And not only that, they re-released it after 9/11, and it cracked the top 10. It's the only time a national anthem has ever cracked the top 10 on the charts. And as you heard from Jasmine Sullivan, it's still the gold standard.
Yeah, and Jasmine Sullivan's going to kill it. She's got a beautiful voice. I can't wait. But you got Ricky Minor to tell it. I love that.
It's an exceptionally well-told story about an exceptionally well-sung song, and that was beautiful.
But you don't realize what you know, the risk sometimes that artists are ready to take. She took a huge risk.
Nobody sounds like Whitney Houston. There was this backstory about the outfit that she chose that day, too. There was something going on that day, but whatever she did, she nailed it that day. I got goosebumps listening to it.
There was also controversy at the time when people learned she sang to a track, but the NFL wanted a track to be safe, so that's why that happened. But she sang live as well. It was just what they played over TV and in the arena was that recording.
Interesting.
All right, you can watch the Super Bowl on CBS this Sunday, and before kickoff in the 4 p.m. Eastern hour, President Biden sits down with Norah O'Donnell.